friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy. Welcome to this week's episode of Better Horses TV. I'm here with a great friend of racing. I'm here with Scott Cooper. You're going to be learning about bringing back House Bill 2545 to the state of Kansas to get racing back in this area to see the great stuff that's going to happen. We're going to go out to Abilene, Kansas, to the Greyhound capital of the world, spend some time with the president of the Hall of Fame, and we're talking about Tom Chaplin, and go out to his farm. Then we're going to learn a little bit about Outlast from Sarah Leonard and Gary Newhouse from Purina. You're going to love it. Go get yourself a cup of coffee. Come on back to Better Horses TV with Ernie the Horse Guy.
You care about your animals and feeding them the best. And that's where Purina's local Kansas City dealers step in, providing you experience, knowledge, service, and advice. Purina feed dealers are people who believe in community involvement and who believe in you. They have a passion for the feed industry and are committed to helping customers unlock the potential of every animal. If you are looking for a trusted source for your animals, look no further than your local Purina feed dealer, your partner in animal care.
Hi, this is Pastor Frank with Open Range Fellowship. And out at Open Range, we've been going through a series called The Tabernacle. And as we've gone through some of the elements of the tabernacle, sacrifice is a huge part of it, and where they actually did sacrifice. Of course, later we know Jesus became the ultimate sacrifice. But I was reading in Romans chapter 12, verse 1, that God wants us to be a living sacrifice. Isn't that amazing? Holy and pleasing, and that's our spiritual act of worship. So I urge you this week, let's view ourselves as living sacrifices to Him, not dead sacrifices. That doesn't do anybody any good. We need to be out there witnessing, showing God's love. Let's just pray about it. Lord, Lord, as we understand what a living sacrifice really means, Lord, help us, empower us with your Holy Spirit to be witnesses and to be that living sacrifice. In Jesus' name, amen. So go out this week and be what God wants you to be, which is an amazing, amazing thing. You'll be filled with joy. You'll be filled with peace. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.
This segment is brought to you by CSI Saddle Pads.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy, and welcome to this week's episode of Better Horses TV. I tell you, we're so excited. We're dedicating this show to getting racing back into Kansas, both dog and horse racing, and also featuring the great town of Abilene, Kansas. And we're so proud to have Scott Cooper here, who's from down in Sarasota, Florida, who has lots of experience when it comes to racinos and also casinos. Scott, welcome to Better Horses.
Thanks for having me, Ernie.
Tell us, first of all, tell our viewers, what is a racino?
Well, a racino is where you take a racetrack facility and you add casino slot machines to it. And the combination is called a racino, a racetrack casino.
Well, the thing about it is, Scott, that we're trying with this Bill 2545 to get passed so we can get racing back going in Kansas. The fact of the matter is, racing's legal, gambling's legal. We got to get the tax rate down for the tracks out there and be on the even playing field with the casinos.
That's correct. It's very important to have a level playing field so that we all have a chance to grow the market. And what usually happens when you add facilities, gambling and racing to an area, it helps grow the market because it increases visitation.
Well, and you've got experience with racinos, obviously, being across upstate New York and down all over the area. But you also have experience right in our backyard here with the Star Casino. You opened it up the first 5 years.
That's correct. I have worked in my previous experience. I have worked and opened 3 racinos in the state of New York, the first 3 that opened in the state of New York. I also worked at a racetrack racino in Wheeling, West Virginia, and I opened and worked 5 years at the Kansas Star down in Mulvane.
Getting the dog tracks going in Kansas, be it up at Abilene, be it in Wichita, getting that going, what's that going to do for the economy, the dog and the horse?
Well, when you add the combination of the racing and the casino, it really increases the amount of things for people to do when they visit your site. And this is very important to increase visitation. And I think it's an opportunity to grow visitation locally and regionally for people to come and enjoy these facilities.
You know, let's talk about the Woodlands right now. We talk about how exciting it is to get the track going, but those other 300 acres, the businesses that it will bring in, it's really exciting.
Well, it is. I think that the Woodlands represents a very unique opportunity to really maximize the visitation locally and regionally, because if we're successful in getting those 300 acres developed non-gaming, it will only increase the opportunity for people to come and visit for a wide variety of reasons. And the more diversity of things to do, the more people are going to come visit your site.
My figures that I've saw that if we open the tracks back up, get them going, we're talking about over 4,000 jobs it could bring to Kansas.
That's correct.
And what's really neat, and you're talking to folks, is that we're not talking about putting any taxes on the people as far as to keep it going or any risk like that. It's pretty exciting as far as what this could bring and the folks behind this.
That's correct. All of this activity would be privately financed, privately developed, and it should just be a big opportunity for people to come and visit this great state.
Well, we're excited about Bill 2545. This will get this thing through. We want to urge all of our viewers to contact their representatives and legislators and tell them we got to get this passed. I mean, when you look at what it will benefit the businesses around, it's a no-brainer. And you know, the other thing I want to talk about is, you know what, I had a pleasure of going out to Abilene, spending some time with the breeders. They love their dogs. You know, and how they take care of them with that type of asset, I mean, that's pretty exciting.
Well, you know, when I was in Wheeling, it was a very well-known, highly visited dog track in West Virginia. I thought the dogs were very well treated, and it was a great experience for the customers and the breeders.
Well, let's get racing back in Kansas. Let's open the tracks up. Let's have some fun. Let's watch the development. And it's folks like you, as far as getting behind it, and we got so many people behind it, it's pretty darn exciting.
It is. This is a great opportunity to revitalize an industry and also to have a lot of people come regionally to visit.
Scott Cooper, thanks for all you're doing. Get out and get a hold of your legislators, folks.
Thanks.
Hay is not for horses. They deserve Stanley Premium Western Forage. There's no better place in the country to grow forage than Idaho, and Stanley is one of the country's largest producers. From pellets, cubes, and chopped forage in bags to compressed in 3-tie bales, Stanley cultivates the premium forage types horse owners demand. Because your horse needs hay, but he deserves Stanley Premium Western Forage.
The restoration of live horse and greyhound racing in Kansas will generate over 4,000 jobs, nearly $300 million in annual wages, and $23 million in new annual revenue. Reinvigorating racing at the Woodlands and 3 other Kansas tracks also creates superior destination entertainment districts in Kansas. The Greater Kansas Racing Alliance is working to restore our horse and greyhound racing industries, putting Kansas in the winner's circle. Visit raceforkansas.com to show your support, and let's race for Kansas.
This segment is brought to you by Heritage Tractor and your John Deere and Featherlight trailer dealer.
Hello, friends. I'm Ernie the Horse Guy, and welcome to this week's episode of Better Horses. But this week, it's all about the dogs, and we're saying better dogs. And I'm here at the Greyhound Capital of the World, the National Registry, and we're here at the Greyhound Hall of Fame with the Hall of Fame president, great trainer, Tom Taplin in Abilene, Kansas. Tom, thanks for inviting us out here.
Oh, absolutely. Glad to have you guys.
Let's not forget Ginger.
Ginger, you bet. Ginger is one of our greeters here at the Hall of Fame. She is a retired racer. She raced her career out, and when she was done, she came here to greet the visitors as they came in. We also have another one by the name of Gary that's here, and he's a little bit camera shy, so he's hiding right now.
Well, it's just great to be here, and Abilene is such a great town, and I'll tell you what, so many neat things here in Abilene, and let's talk a little bit about, we want to get the greyhound racing going again, and you're involved heavily in training, but the problem is these dogs leave the area.
Absolutely. You know, my son and I are in business together, and we have a racing kennel in Wheeling, West Virginia, and a lot of our dogs go there. We have dogs in Arkansas, dogs all over Florida, and you know, we'd love to have our dogs back here in Kansas. My employees out in West Virginia hope to have you know, an opportunity to come back to Kansas and train dogs here in Kansas.
Well, you know, it's just as simple as getting the tax rate down to an even playing field.
Right. We have a bill that passed you know, a few years back, and the tax rate is unfair for the track owners, the racino owners. It's a higher percent than what the at-large casinos like Hollywood and Kansas Star
That are
is.
state-owned.
The state-owned. And we'd like to get to the same playing field they're at.
Well, let's talk about the greyhound industry, the impact, the economic impact it plays just in this town, because a lot of these guys, they're involved in all kinds of businesses that are tied right back.
You bet,
to their
you bet. You know, we all, you know, there's approximately 40 greyhound farms here in Abilene, and most all of us are second, third generation greyhound people. And, you know, we spend our money here in town, we employ people, you know, we love our community, and we're a big economical, you know, part of it. So.
Well, it's just really good, and I'll tell you what, and you made a comment to us talking about these purses. I mean, the money. These are all Kansas-bred dogs.
These are, yeah, our Kansas-bred dogs are raised right here in Kansas, and they leave the state, and they go to other states, and they generate money for those states, and that money, that, you know, some of that money filters back to Kansas to us owners, but a lot of it stays in them states, which it just as well be staying in Kansas.
Well, and it doesn't make sense when you look at it. I tell folks, number one is gambling's legal. We know that.
Absolutely.
And horse racing and dog racing's legal.
Yes.
It's just a matter of getting us on a level playing field.
Absolutely.
And,
You bet.
you know, we're talking about the dog industry, but what other industries does it affect that brings it in? It helps everybody.
For instance, you know, we buy equipment from the tractor dealer. You know, we buy our fuel here in Abilene. We buy insurance in Abilene or in Kansas. You know, and you know, it affects the entire community. It's not just us people that raise the dogs. You know, we're a big part of this community.
Well, we're going to be talking about what happens to these dogs when they don't make it racing. You know, when they don't make it racing, or when they're done with their career. It's a myth when that they say that they're treated wrong and everything else.
Oh, they're treated wonderful. You know, they're all you know, every racetrack in the country has an adoption agency, and then there's affiliations with all them agencies all around the country. And you know, we as owners are responsible to get them into adoption agencies. They make wonderful pets like Ginger here. You know, and you know, you can see behind us here on the wall a few pictures of pets around the country. But they're all, you know, we have a very, very high success rate. You know, higher than any humane society out there.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
I'm impressed with seeing how these dogs are, and you hear about these things, and it's just a great opportunity. How can folks, if they want to adopt a greyhound, and you got a great network, how do they adopt?
You know, if they want to adopt a greyhound, they need to go through an agency. But if they want to get online and look up the Greyhound Hall of Fame and look at our website, there's a link right on our website that will put you in touch with agencies all over the country.
Tom, we're going to be traveling out to your farm, which I can't wait to meet your grandkids, see your kids, and see how this is such a family-run business, and we'll get more into this adopting. Thanks for letting us be a part of your wonderful Hall of Fame here.
Absolutely.
And Abilene, Kansas, your better horses. We'll be right back.
S4 Quality Shavings knows, just like you, your animals do better after a great night's sleep. And after 23 years in the animal bedding business, we found one size doesn't fit all. And so we made it our mission to fill your needs, whether they be small, medium, or large, flake pine, cedar, or paper bedding. No matter your situation, we're here for you. So if you need a semi-load or just a few bales, go to s4shavings.com. That's S4 shavings.com. And then everybody will get a great night's sleep.
Hi, I'm Donna. This is Ringo. We're with CSI Saddle Pads. I'd like to invite you to ride our new revolutionary FlexPlate saddle pad. We offer a 30-day money-back, ride it, get it dirty guarantee. And the best part of the pad is it's 100% American-made with American parts by American hands.
I've been using CSI pads for 16 years, and there's a reason behind that. It is a total performance system for me. I just can't say enough about them.
For more information, go to csipads.com.
This segment is brought to you by your independent Purina dealers.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy and welcome to this week's episode of Better Horses TV. Better yet, how about better dogs, greyhound dogs? We're in beautiful Abilene, Kansas, the greyhound capital of the world, and I'm here with the Taplins. We're here with Tom, and we're here with Brant and Melissa, Patty, and Landon. And we're having a great time here. It's all about greyhounds. Tom, thanks for inviting us out to your farm. And it goes by Taps Racing Greyhound.
Right.
And you have a farm here that's right in the middle of Abilene, but you're expanded across the country.
Oh, absolutely. We, Brant and I own Patriot Taplin Kennel in Wheeling, West Virginia, at Wheeling Island there, and we race dogs there. And we'd love to bring that back to Kansas.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you said there's 40-some farms around Dickinson County.
Yes, there's approximately 40 farms here in Dickinson County, and like I say, most of us are, third and fourth generation greyhound people.
And what really excites me about doing this episode is the passion you folks have for your dogs. And I've seen nothing but dogs, either pets or just a great environment for them and everything. And I mean, look how calm and everything they are, and just the job you're doing, second to none. And we need it in Kansas.
Oh, absolutely, we need it in Kansas. We need to get our tax dollars back in Kansas. We need our Kansas-bred greyhounds running in Kansas, earning money for Kansans.
And I say this from the viewers. Racing's legal, gambling's legal. All we want to do is it's time to be fair and get everything down to even playing field. That's all we're asking.
Right.
And as a parent, you got parents and kids in school, you see what our school system's going through and the taxes it can bring. And the neat thing about it is, again, Tom, and I bring it up, and Brant, is it's all privately funded.
Correct.
You
bet. Yeah, we're not asking the state for anything. We're just asking for an even playing field with the state-owned casinos.
And this is right now, you race your dogs a lot back in West Virginia.
Our dogs race in West Virginia, Arkansas, Florida.
So when you do racing in West Virginia, all the taxes and everything,
absolutely.
They get all
our
advantages.
Kansas-bred dogs are earning tax money for West Virginia.
Wow, that's got to be frustrating. And you know what? I feel like what an opportunity we have as Kansans to get this thing going again. And you've been doing a great job with not having anything, with your meets you have and everything. What would happen if all of a sudden we now take the industry that you're doing now and bring in racing? It'd be unbelievable.
It would boom again. We would it would create tons of jobs for Kansas, our community. The areas that have the racetracks. It would help the feed stores, the implement dealers, the
hotels.
Insurance company, the hotels. It would help everybody in Kansas.
Brookville Chicken House.
Brookville Chicken House, absolutely.
It would help them.
Yep.
And what's really neat is, what I've seen is, these jobs, if they don't make it racing, that is so neat to see the placement and you guys are totally behind it, placing these dogs that you worked with and giving them a good home.
Yeah,
let's talk about that again.
Every greyhound that some greyhounds are brought home for broodstock, the real elite ones, and the ones that aren't good enough for broodstock are adopted out. And we have the highest, I'll guarantee you, we're higher than any adoption agency in the country as far as pet dogs in the humane societies. And we're self-funded. We don't ask for help to do it. We're not on TV and stuff crying for money and stuff. We do it ourselves. We take care of our own animals and we get them placed in good homes.
No different than people raising cattle or horses. You have a passion for raising your livestock. We appreciate all you do. Landon, you got to give us a message right now. You got someone you want to say hello to?
Nope.
You don't? Well, I know that they'd like to hear it, guys. I'll tell you what, I know you're a big part. We're going to get a chance to watch you playing with the puppies and everything from that standpoint. And the dogs, like I said, you guys are all involved. A family operation here at the Taps Racing Greyhounds right here in Abilene, Kansas. We'll let you go. We'll come back and be listening to or watching Better Horses TV.
Do you
you dread hooking up your gooseneck trailer because you know you're going to bang your head, sprain your knee, fall off the tire, or even scratch the side of your truck with your belt buckle? The Easy Latch is designed to hook your trailer up with your feet on the ground. With a quick and easy installation, you'll be on the road in no time. Once you've used one, you won't want to be without it. For more information, contact our toll-free number or check us out online at easylatch.com.
Better Horses with Ernie Rodina is brought to you by your friends at Merck Animal Health.
Ernie the Horse Guy here at Taps Racing Greyhound in Abilene, Kansas, and showing you these puppies they raise and everything. I'm here with the Taplins. And Tom, I'll tell you what, you know, there's so much of impact this dog racing is going to make in Kansas. And, you know, they got that great track down in Wichita.
Oh, you bet. You know, if we could get that track opened back up, just think of the jobs it would create for the community down there. You know, it would bring, you know, I don't know what the number is for 100%, but it'd bring way over 1,000 jobs to the Wichita Greyhound, more than that, you know. But it, you know, let's get this passed, and let's get our dog tracks open back up also at Camptown, and create jobs for Kansas through this bill.
And like I said, all privately funded. We can't go wrong. Ernie Rodina with Better Horses TV here at the Taps Racing Greyhounds. And we got something you want to say, Landon?
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa.
There, we got her done, folks. There you go. Thank you. Stay tuned for more Better Horses TV.
What do you get when you bring together one of the biggest names in veterinary medicine with one of the most caring and committed teams of horse health experts in the industry? You get a vaccine portfolio known for its quality and safety. A pharmaceutical line you can rely on to help manage pain and support performance. You get the products, programs, and people of Merck Animal Health.
Better Horses with Ernie Rodina is brought to you by your friends at Merck Animal Health.
Hi friends, Ernie the Horse Guy. As we're going through Abilene, Kansas, one of the places you just have to stop, it's got a lot of history, and we're talking about Riddle's Western Wear, right on, I call it Main Street in Abilene, right on the north side of town. I'm here with the owner, which is another great surprise, Jackie Carl. She is like Miss Abilene, one of the first ones I met when I was with Purina, and it is so great to run into you, Jackie.
Good to see you again, Ernie. It's been a while.
And really great to see that you own this place. How many years has this been in business?
Jerry was been in business 52 years, and then I took it over in 2014.
You know,
so
what memories
yes.
I have with you and your late husband, Steve. What a part of the community you have been a part, you know, and then to have this store that you've kind of just done a great job with.
Well,
it's really a neat deal, and my hat goes off to you.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about everything you offer. By the way, and you're open how many days?
We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 7, and then Sundays 1 to 5. We carry boots, anything from Tin Hall, Justin, Ariat, Olathe, Hondo. Then we go into clothes, do a lot of different brands of clothes, Cowgirl Up, Cowgirl Tough, Ariat, Panhandle Slim.
You got it all.
Yeah, anything, outerwear, tack, any rodeo stuff. We can kind of handle just about anything, we can get it.
What a special town Abilene is. You know, we're here kind of promoting the great industry you have with greyhounds and trying to get it going at the different tracks. And what a great town, and what a great, my memory of Abilene is the rodeo.
Yes, the Wild Bill Hickok Rodeo.
Now you've expanded that into like a lot of cattle drives and everything from that standpoint. And what a place to visit.
Trails, rails, and history. You get it all.
On that deal. And what a pleasant surprise it has been to come into Abilene and see Riddle's store. And your big, I remember that big spur. Wasn't it at the fair?
It was on the north end of the arena, yes. But when Steve got his cancer, he wanted to take it home, and then we bought the store, and we thought more people could enjoy it up here.
Well, I'll tell you what, what an asset you and Riddle's Western store is to Abilene.
Not to interrupt you, Ernie, but I think the most impressive thing with the spur was seeing the Purina hitch come through that. It just
That was
awesome.
right. I forgot about
Yeah.
the hitch. Remember
Yeah,
that?
the hitch
yeah, that
was
was a
great.
great time.
Yeah.
Just a great town, and like I said, lots of tradition. One of the traditions, like I mentioned, is Riddle's Western Store. So I would urge you to stop by here. You won't meet anybody nicer, more informed than Jackie Carl. And thank you for being a part
Well, we
of
thank
Better
you.
Horses TV.
Good to see you again,
Good to see
Ernie.
Your buddy Ron once said he could install your ceiling fan. He couldn't. And that one time, Ron said another chili dog was a good idea? Yeah, it wasn't. So when Ron said you'd never afford a John Deere tractor, you knew better. Now, Ron does too. The E-Series, legendary John Deere quality, unexpected low price.
Stop by and see Heritage Tractor at one of its 9 locations for your John Deere and Featherlight trailer needs. HeritageTractor.com.
This segment is brought to you by your independent Purina dealers.
Hello friends, Ernie the Horse Guy here, still at the Purina booth at Equifest 2018 here with Sarah Leonard and Gary Nehus, and we got to spend a little bit more time. This product, you got to be so excited about Outlast. It's the real deal.
It is. In fact, we haven't had a product like this for a long time to be able to come in and folks that come back in a week and go, man, that really, really works. So basically, if you have a horse that's challenged with ulcers, whether you're treating them or you're on the mend, this product actually is not a treatment, but it's a part of a management protocol to help you get in there and maintain higher pH, lower acidic level in the stomach, in the gastric fluid.
Sarah, would it be like a horse taking a Tums and bupper in their stomach and everything from that standpoint, or Nexium?
Absolutely, absolutely. And the cool part of it is you can top dress it, or you can add it to a feed of your whatever you're feeding on your own, or we have it included in the Ultium Gastric Care.
Regardless, Ernie, of what horse that you've got, what gastric upset you have, whether it's an equine athlete or whether it's just your everyday horse that's got a little gas problem,
Right.
that product works great.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
But you know, I'll tell you what, as an outsider looking in, I've never seen so much positive buzz of people saying it's working.
Right, right.
Yeah.
We're giving out these purple sponges here at Equifest this year, and people are like, what's all about the purple sponge? But it's actually illustrating what Outlast does when it gets in the stomach of a horse. So it actually absorbs all that acidic fluid and allows the horse to be comfortable.
Well, I'll tell you what, and one thing I want to tell the folks that can get it, we recommend them getting it only at the independent certified expert dealer. These are the dealers that make it happen. These are the dealers that make it worthwhile for you guys to be here for 3 days. Support your local independent Purina dealers. I'm Ernie Rodina, and I'm here with Better Horses TV with Gary Nehus and Sarah Leonard.
thank you, Ernie.